If you've been watching this channel for a while, you might know that I love Indicator. In particular, I love their box sets. The latest one that I have is the John Ford set, and it's another one of these sets where I knew very little about the actual movies, and I wasn't really too sure if it was something I would get into. But here we are on the second movie of this set so far, which is The Long Grey Line, and this is number 173 in the Indicator collection. Came out in 1955, directed by John Ford, and stars Tyrone Power as Martin Maher. And this is a rather strange and really affecting movie because it spans over 50 years. We're introduced to the older Martin as he's telling a tale about his 50 years at West Point. And when we meet him, we'd go into a flashback back when he's fresh off the boat, immigrant into the country, looking for a job at West Point, has no idea what it is and wants to be a waiter's job. And for the first half hour of the movie, it's very comedic, very slapstick, very over the top in its comedic tone. And it really kind of has all these kind of pratfalls and things that lead you to believe that you're going down this kind of certain route. And the movie at one point just takes this turn and you don't even realise it's happened because you're enjoying the life of Martin. You're enjoying the way he is going through it, meeting people. He's very forthright, in your face and argumentative, quick, tempered almost. And seeing him being brought into this almost family of West Point and building up its traditions, being part of its traditions, and how he meets the love of his life there, how his father comes over and joins him there, how this does so much for his life. It just becomes this all-encompassing, heartwarming tale of a man and his life, and it is utterly wonderful. It is captivating. The way the movie is shot in CinemaScope, this really widescreen, just gives you these wonderful ideas of space and the amount of extras and cadets that are there. Seeing the good that Martin does throughout his life, and then seeing all the bad that can sometimes happen to him and how it affects him is a fantastic contrast. There are heartfelt moments in this that brought me almost to tears because I was feeling so much for the character. And it's not overly sad moments, it was heartwarming, joyous moments. Now, Catherine O'Hara stars in this as his wife, and there is a whole courtship at the start of the movie where she doesn't say a word for the bulk of the movie. He keeps trying to woo her, instigate conversations, and it's just never coming back. And it's a rather cold approach from O'Hara, who does a wonderful job as Mary, and we discover later on why she wasn't talking to him, and there's a whole kind of subplot behind that. But the movie is entertaining. It's so easy to watch. You get wrapped up in this because it feels light-hearted and carefree, but it has a good emotional heart behind it that really comes out near the end of the movie. And I was in love with this film watching it. It reminded me most of how I felt when I first discovered It's a Wonderful Life. It has that real feeling behind it, that feeling of, isn't that just great? Everything's just rosy, everything's wonderful. It's had some sad moments in it, yes, but we're watching this character and go through life, and the moments and the people he touched and the people his lives intersect with, it's just unbelievably fantastic. Wonderful stuff. The Long Grey Line was truly a remarkable find. It's one of those movies that I am going to constantly watch, constantly reference, tell people about. I love the characters. I love the sub-characters, the people that come in for a small period of time in the movie and move on. The relationship between him and his wife, him and his father, him and his brother, his commanders, his cadets. It's so rich and just, it doesn't feel very dense. It feels like a very light movie. And even though it has a runtime of 2 hours and 16 minutes, it flies by, and I wanted more. I wanted more of this tale of this character. Unbelievably brilliant. Highly, highly recommended. I'd love to know your thoughts on the long grey line. If you've seen it before, let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.